Alright, alright, alright. Welcome everybody. Trying to keep this kind of time bracket alive when I'm not doing anything with the players. Today we're not, so I'm gonna pick up where we left off on Thronebreaker. Also trying out, I got a mic set up here, and got some, trying to do some noise cancellation so we don't hear all the kiddos in the background. So, well, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it works. So far I got my levels going and everything's going good. And new guys here. Well, actually, new guy, it was my throne that was broken and I gotta go rebuild it. So... you guys, since you're here, tell me how the audio sounds. Not everything's going great. I am here. Well, all right. What were we doing? Okay, if I recall, that's right. I just fought. What's his name? These are not interesting. I need to go that way. Volume seems good. Cool. Are you getting any background noise?
Oh, at last. I'd begun to think this wood had no end.
And I thought bandits knew their way round a wood.
We do. Around those not brimming with elves armed to teeth.
The loudest baby cry? Okay. This microphone is an Omni mic. So I got like volume gate on it. Stuff to make sure you guys can't hear me clicking and all that. And when my wife's on her computer, you shouldn't be able to hear her there. But unfortunately, where I have it set up right now, I have to lean forward in order to see the bottom of my screen, which is not ideal. Okay, I'm gonna mute the microphone real quick. I'm gonna adjust it down, see if that's better for me. That's better. You only hear the baby when I speak. That makes sense. Alright, we got a puzzle. Looks like a troll who's actually guarding the bridge. Delightful. I have come across many trolls in my travels. Some were friendly, eager to lend aid. Others, such as the one Meave encountered in war-torn Aedirn, viewed humans differently, as, say, a tasty ingredient for soup. Eliminate the she-troll. Keep all your allies alive. And this is a puzzle battle, so we got a shortened battle, 1 round with a custom deck. And it's usually only one way to beat. I gotta keep my allies alive and eliminate the she-troll, okay? Is the game audio too loud? I just noticed it. It's at... my volumes are a little higher than last time. If Uman's troll bad, troll makes strange glowy stick go zap. Damage the lowest units by 3. Repeat this ability until all charges are depleted. Every turn on turn start, increase charge count by 1. Okay. We got a Wagenberg. If I play that, the Spectre is going to just kind of nuke it once I damage him. Lower the game a tiny bit. Okay. I don't remember how low I used to have it. I think I had it out. How's that? How's that, new guy? Sounds better? Okay. Well, let me know if I need to turn it down again. You know, I really like this game and I like streaming it, but this stream right here is more of a test of the new microphone than anything else. Alright, different allies play it from hand or move to another row. Move next to it and boost it by 1. Cute. Oh. Oh. I don't get how that's useful.
Yes? I live to serve you.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Oh, it's the other row. I may have botched that.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
I don't think I'm gonna win this. Not sure I understand the mechanic here. Thanks, new guy. I reckon these Grey Riders have more to do. I only get to shoot this guy off twice, so I need him to do 10 damage and 10 damage. Or I get the scepter to kill him. Just for fun, if I do this... Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, I'm going here to mute because I'm used to that microphone. Yeah, I reckon the Grey Riders are definitely. Yeah. I'll go here.
Yes? I live to serve you.
I didn't trigger. Okay. So I'm gonna put him here. Yeah, it's gotta be different than him. Okay, so what I do is I play them both in the same row.
As you command. Naturally. At once.
And then he gets boosted there. Okay. Then I place this guy here.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
And if this guy moves... Okay. Then I place this guy here to move these guys back
Try to
down.
win them all, but you won't.
Then I move him up here. These guys are stuck up there now. I should have played the second war wagon up here. Okay, well, let's do that. With these puzzle missions, you gotta kind of save scum it, because there's only one way to do it until you figure it out. Okay.
Naturally. At once. Yes?
Wagenberg. War wagon down here.
Can't take it anymore.
Okay, last time I played the Wagenberg down here, and these guys got stuck up here. But if I play them up here, they're still stuck. This only gives it to a unit who has a depleted order. Okay, let's go ahead and put it here.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
And toggle that back up there. I'm missing something, surely. Okay, and then these two guys. I don't understand. I don't get it. Do I have a nope, no hero power. Eliminate. Can you move the first guy to the left back row or left back one row? To the left back one row. This guy? Wagenberg? Only these guys can move? That's their order? Wait, they have a death wish to deal 5 damage to an enemy. Wait a minute. But it says keep all your allies alive. Okay. Okay. Damage the lowest units by 3. Repeat this ability until all charges are depleted. Every turn on turn start, increase the charge count by 1. So, even though they have a death wish to kill this guy, I have to keep all my allies alive. Man, I don't know.
As you command.
This starts ticking up
Naturally. At once.
rather rapidly.
Can't take it anymore. Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Already up to 5 charges. Good lord. That's up to 6 charges. So that's 18 damage. What? I don't know. I have a possible idea here. Just how do I get him up to 20 damage? Okay, this is a new guy suggestion. Place a wagon on the first row, spawning 2 dudes and moving the riders. Then move back 1 dude. Problem is, this guy needs to be on the board as soon as possible in order to get his order built up, and he's my only damaging unit. And since he's my only damaging unit, that's the only way to hurt the she-troll. I can only do it twice. Once with its current order, and then once with Ronaldo. Right. Unless these guys don't count as allies. I don't see why they wouldn't. Wow, okay. First puzzle of this stream, and I'm stumped. I don't understand in the slightest. New guy wants me to solve this. Alright. I only have 9 units outside of the wagon. He'd be able to do 20 damage. So the Grey Riders. Yes, we allow them to move again. Okay, so thinking. Wagenberg's got to go first. I'm gonna try something here. And that's her. I'm gonna put the Grey Rider in the same row.
I live to serve you.
That's 2 charges.
Without hesitation.
I don't think so.
Got any medals? Hungry like a warfighter.
Down. Moves up. That's 5 charges. Charges.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Alright, well, let's just...
Her Majesty is exceptional.
I got the 12. Highlight one of the riders. Sure. This is a different ally. I assume, other than them. I have one more thing. I'm gonna try to do what I just did, but only move 2 of the spawn guys. So wagon first. Grey Rider.
Yes?
Grey Rider.
I live to serve you.
Or wagon.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Or if I put the war wagon up top,
Can't take it anymore.
but they move. Okay, and then I enter. And this guy moves. This guy moves. This guy moves. This guy moves. Then I play Ronaldo here.
Discipline shall bring us victory!
Boom. Okay, I figured it out. That took a long freaking time. Ugh. Yeah, that. Oh, I actually get the Scepter of the Storms, huh? I don't know if I'm gonna use that, but that's a nice reward. Unless I don't use it, then I guess it really isn't. Oh, he replaces my Mana Core trophy. Order. Damage the lowest enemy by 2. Repeat this until 2 charges are depleted. Every turn on turn start, increase charge by 1. At round end, set charges to 0. Every turn on turn start, increase charge count by 1. On round end. That's like the whole thing. Okay. So it's good for 1 hit. Basically it's basically a field wipe if I play it well enough. But I really like the Mana Core trophy combo with the Gasket? No. Oh, Eek or Ek. I don't remember how to pronounce that. His upgraded version with the Mana Core trophy. Yeah, pretty nice. I'm gonna stick to the Mana Core trophy. If it was just a normal one of these guys, I'd probably fuck it. Okay. Gotta get the free swag. This no good. Hole in Bridgie now. When Bridgie bad, Uman's no go. No go on Bridgie, no pay shinies. No pay shinies, Uman's only good for soupy soup. Splashy, splashy. You know, he's got a point. When the humans don't pay taxes, they're only good for soup. You know, I can relate. Came from that direction. Let me check out this town that is on fire. Good life.
The burning fields and orchards spewed thick black smoke, turning day into darkest night. Riding in the middle of her caravan, Meve could see neither its head nor its rear. Reynard ordered the men to keep formation and march in silence.
Eyes open, fore and aft. The foe might well use these conditions to spring a trap.
When a scout's shrill horn cut through the silence, Meve immediately galloped to the front of the column. She found herself in a pile of red-hot coals that had once been peasants' huts.
What the devil happened here?
Bodies lay amid the ashes, barefoot men in nightshirts as if caught in their sleep. Meve deemed them yet more victims of the black-clad invaders, but Gascon had another interpretation.
Look at the arrows. Imperial issue. Not hardly. Nor are they the type the Scoia'tael favour. And the tracks in the mud, the attackers fought not in formation, but man to man. Bandits. It must have been.
Reynard, standing next to him, nodded in agreement.
Gascon can be relied on here. After all, he knows of what he speaks.
An uncomfortable silence fell over the group, ending only when Meve ordered the scouts to determine the direction of the bandits' tracks. They returned to report the killers were hiding somewhere to the north.
Adjust the volume. We got a new bad guy to fight. Don't mind. I like killing bad guys. Another puzzle. I reckon we just head straight for the fort. Yeah. Let's do it. I didn't have my
No further, and I'd advise you to do the same. Bandits took the fort to the north.
I didn't have my my actual volume on my headset up high, which was skewing the volume in the game. Is it too quiet now, or is it? Can you hear the game and then whatnot?
How the demons do I get out of here? How do I quit this place for good?
It's coming up pretty quiet on my end. I don't know if that's. You can hear everything? Cool. I'll take it. That good morale. Oh, here there must be swag. No swag? Received. Let's go kill some bandits.
The scouts reported the bandits who attacked the village that night now occupied a fort the Aedirnians had hastily abandoned during their retreat.
They'll have crossbows, arbalists, ballistae. The bandits are armed to the teeth.
What's more, according to the local folk, they had a witch among them. In light of these reports, Meave's advisors debated whether it was worth risking a fight with the brigands.
Let's call it as it is.
Gascon said.
The game's not worth the candle.
Game?
Rayla said, struggling to swallow her anger.
They slaughtered an entire village. We cannot let them get away.
Excuse me. We always attack. Meave always
Stage
attacks.
seemed set for a long debate when Meave pounded her fist on the table.
I am a queen, for God's sakes. I shall not cower before common rogues, even if the entire conclave of mages stands with them. Reynard, have the men prepare their arms.
Reynard saluted and left the tent. If one had seen him then, he would have sworn the grizzled soldier smiled to himself, beaming with pride in his ruler.
Her countenance grim, Meave peered at the fort's walls. The seizure of this fortress was of no strategic importance. Indeed, some might have even called it a wholly unnecessary risk, but not Meave. Rather than drive off the invaders, these brigands took advantage of the confusion to murder and steal from their compatriots. The queen refused to sit idly in the face of such depravity. Hint: killing is not the solution to everything. Disagree. Disagree. Special rules shortened battle. Let's do it. It's kind of annoying because my deck right now is kill deck. Sorry, just putzing with my microphone here. Alright, that should be alright. Don't need you knickers. One round. Don't need my medics. The hint was you don't need to do killing, and this is my kill squad right here. You're so cute. Well, if killing's not the answer, let's get rid of the runestone. I don't even know what my deck does if not killing. Guess we'll find out. Oh, we start off with a bunch of dudes.
I saw flashes of light inside the fort.
Oh, that's right. I got my Gesso. They automatically deploy.
Surrender while you can!
Your deck. Summon a random unit from your deck. Summon a random unit from your deck to a random allied row. Okay. Interesting. Let's set fire to the rain. Alright. Another reason why the Manticore Trophy is awesome.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Oh. Well, you only get one round, so that doesn't actually... That doesn't seem like a bad thing. Where's my other Fireboy? Fireboy! Oh, it's just one. Oh, it happened twice. Damage a random enemy by 2. Disability when in... But he did twice! Cheating... You cheating buttface?
This could hurt.
Boost whenever the enemy's leader is used, repeat the deploy ability. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to use my flail. Time to... Oh, wait. Okay, this he gets boosted no matter what. Alright, so let's start shuffling. Damn. Problem is I can't mute this as quickly. Might need to do a hotkey for that.
We must find a gap in the fortifications.
Well, we're doing pretty good, bud. Like, beating him by 10 here. I think you're overreacting.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Sure. Go ahead and kill this homie.
To your command.
Did you hear that? A kind of incantation.
Oh, it's the mage.
Something's not right. They should be dead with those wounds.
Whenever I kill a guy, he heals.
Take any more.
Fascinating. We'll find out.
I'm a boss.
That does seem to be the case. I think I'm still gonna kick their ass. Forget is I think 9 is the max in a row, right? So moving this wouldn't help. Yep, 9 is the max. No longer pop that. Oh, I killed him? I did my math wrong. He didn't heal this time. Interesting.
Try to win them all, but you won't.
Go ahead and swap him out.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
One bullet's all I need.
A knight should help.
That'll summon Knickers.
Our
Yeah.
codex commands it.
Tiny Vettles, hungry like a wolf I am.
Coin never stinks, no matter how rank the pouch.
Can't take it anymore.
Alright. Beat that.
Juiciest leaks in town. Get him here. Salty winds are blowing.
Easy.
Fort is ours, your grace.
Oh, I killed the dude that stopped me from using the flail? I didn't need it. Thank you, though.
They battled long and hard to take the fort. Meve could have sworn she saw bandits stalking its ramparts, bandits who moments before had taken a bolt to the head. By all rights, a mortal wound.
What the devil is going on here?
She swore as she took cover behind her shield. The secret was unraveled only after the battle's conclusion. Maeve's soldiers dragged before her a grey-haired woman in colored robes. The aura radiating from her left no doubt. They had fought a sorceress. It was her healing spells that enabled the bandits to hold off their attack for so long.
What is your name, sorceress?
Ishbel of Tretagor.
Trenagor.
I take it you did not keep company with bandits willingly.
Not at all. They kidnapped me and forced me to aid them.
Forced? I do not understand. As a woman fluent in the arcana of magic, you could have freed yourself with little effort.
True, I could have. But I would have had to kill, and I swore never to use my talents to harm another.
Not even in self-defense.
Not even then.
Then you live in truly unfortunate times. War rages all around. You cannot hide from it.
So be it. Then I must entrust myself to the care of the gods.
Or a passing queen.
You stand before Maeve, by divine right ruler of Lyria and Rivia. We seek the lord of these lands, Demavend.
Oh, forgive me for not recognizing you, Your Grace. You do not look like a ruler. More like a mercenary.
True, I wear no crown. It was stolen from me along with my country. I strive to reclaim what was taken, and admit the help of a sorceress would prove useful.
Thank you, my lady. But you must know, an army is no place for me.
Should you wish it not, you needn't fight. We have many civilians among our ranks
who do their part in the slaughter. Indirect guilt is enough.
My soldiers do not slaughter, they fight.
Lofty words, but the result is the same. Piles of corpses.
Well, a bandit I am not. I shall not force you. Reynard, prepare the men to march on.
Of course, but if I may, perhaps Xavier might have a look at the war machines we captured. He may find some parts of use.
I wonder if I hadn't killed anyone, if she had joined, she would have joined me. Yeah. Yeah.
Maeve followed
That
Reynard's
sucks.
suggestion. Xavier went to work.
Yes, Your Grace.
Gods. What happened to him?
He was in Rosberg when the stronghold fell. Nearly burned alive.
How are you healing him?
The medics recommended regular poultices of dog's tallow, but whether they've any effect...
Of course they've no effect. For such wounds. How he must suffer.
In the day he reveals nothing, but at night one awakes to hear him sob with pain. You see? I need healers.
I shall go with you.
Hey!
But never shall I use magic to take a life. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, you have put it quite plain, and rather bluntly.
Forgive me, Your Grace. It has been long since I played the host. I forget the custom.
Your spells mean more to me than your manners. Welcome to our ranks, Isbel.
Isbel sat in one of their wagons and shut her tired eyes. Her long grey hair seemed to flutter ever so slightly, though there was neither wind nor breeze.
Oh, I actually get her as a card. I thought like she was gonna join the story, but I wouldn't get her card because I kill people. But oh, Isabel Healer. I wonder if there was another Isabel I could have gotten if I hadn't killed anyone. Isbel, not Isabel. Still, I'll take it. Check what her card does after I loot and scoot. Okay. King Demavend's orders. From His Royal Highness Demavend, King of Aedirn, Lord of Dolbathana, to all garrisons in Lower Aedirn. The orders are as follows. Abandon border forts at once and make haste to Aldersburg. Massive reinforcements necessary. The enemy prepares to launch a siege. So Demoven is alive, so this must take place during the first or second invasion, not the invasion that takes place in between Witcher 2 and 3. Wood, wood is used, I think takes wood and gold to upgrade my camp, and then I think to make new dudes, it requires a little bit of wood as well. And then the manpower is for recruiting cards. All right, let's see what she does. Where is she? There she is. Boost allies at random by the total damage taken this battle. Okay. That's not bad. It's only worth 5. You're worth 22. I'd be remiss not to include a card that powerful. The game is telling me this card is powerful, and I think, yep, I can fit it in my max. Okay. Oh. And I'm still technically below the 25 minimum because these 4 start on the battlefield. So I'm at 24 in my deck. Does this card count? At 23 in my deck. Not bad.
Mom, it's good you're here.
Thought you called me Mom.
We ought to speak.
Yes? Concerning what?
I've spent time with your troops, dressing their wounds, treating them. They respect you greatly, would follow you into any fire, any flood.
Happy to hear it. They're good folk, one and all.
Yes, precisely. In fact, too good to die in a senseless war.
Not certain I understand.
The Imperial army's enormous. Just how enormous we know, both. Had you all the Norse kings at your side, victory would still be unsure. Yet you fight alone. Know well you cannot rely on them.
Agreed. Nilfgaard's far better equipped and greatly outnumbers us. Yet, though try, they cannot be everywhere at once. They've stretched their forces thin, too thin. An error I aim to exploit.
You may be right. I hope you are. The lives of those you lead depend on it. You're proud, persistent, and sure of yourself. Just as I was at your age. It may work in your favor. Only time can tell. Meanwhile, how might I help?
You're no village witch, no healer. That much is clear. But nor do you look like our northern sorceresses.
I use no glamour, true. I've come to feel a body must age, and honestly so, as nature intended, as is the order of things.
You sound much like a druid drivelling on about balance, harmony, the good that is wrought.
Rather poor, their reputation, druids. Yet they're in the right in this regard, I believe. Defy nature's laws, and nothing good can come of it.
Is that also why you wear no shoes?
Ha! No. I simply like to feel the grass between my toes, the sand, the mud. You must try it sometime.
Oh. Personally, not a fan. I don't even wear sandals.
I shall think on it. Thank you, Isbel. Duty calls. I must go.
Right? So you step on a fucking Lego.
Of course. Should you need me, I'll be here.
Need to wear combat boots whenever I go downstairs. Actually, I got quite a bit of money. Maybe I should upgrade the camp a bit. Kind of forgot. I think I was going down. Oh, yeah, I was going down this one. I wanted to get the Strays Bomber Plus. Yeah, that's really dope. I only need one Strays Bomber if I got that. Oof. Now that I have Strays Bomber Plus, I don't need two, except in the hopes to draw one. Like, you know, to better my chances of drawing one. So I only need one in my hand. Or I can make a third one. And then I'll have one for every round during a battle. It's not a terrible idea. But I'm capped out on points here. What does restraint do again? Cannot target bosses? Okay. Maybe I'll just keep it as is, for now. I can increase my recruitment cap. What else is new? Oh, I can now craft these guys. I already have 5, so I don't know why that's useful. Did I not already craft this guy too? I mean, I have 5 of them. Very strange. Wait till I have more money. But let's see. Ooh, I can. Okay. Still have 1,000 gold. Do I care? War Wagon Plus. And Forager Plus. Yeah, this might be worth the investment. Don't really use those guys. Although I don't know what the sapper might come in handy later on. Don't I have this? I guess I got a crap ton of. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab this. I like to keep above 1,000, just in case an event comes up. What does it mean when it's green? Green means I have some, but I'm using them all. Gray means I can make some, I guess. Spy. Damage all units on this row by 2. When unit appears on this row, damage it by... Ooh, it's a artifact. Worth 12 freaking points. But if I wanted to add that to my deck, I'd have to reduce my support.
Was nearly home. Nearly with my dear wife.
The ruins still smoulder. Nilfgaard passed not long afore. They must be close.
No doubt they already knock at Aldersburg's gate. We must make haste.
Those look like ruffians.
Fled so fast, didn't manage to pack. Beautiful sword. Not a scratch on it.
Okay, they're just plunderers that I can do now. Down this way. Oh, that's a puzzle fight. Nilfgaardian military superiority was so immense that even Imperial reconnaissance units posed a serious threat to Meave's modest army. Rather than retreat and await reinforcements, Nilfgaardians decided to take the offensive. Eliminate the spotters before they escape. Short battle, puzzle, custom deck. A unit appears on this row. This unit becomes alerted. If alerted, move one row away from your opponent every turn, on turn start. If no rows are left to move, escape and raise the alarm. And I have 5 cards. Kill them all. If alerted, move one row away from the enemy every turn on turn start. If no rows are left to move, escape and raise the alarm. Presumably, it's any unit. So if this spotter moves here, it'll trigger that spotter, which will trigger that spotter, which will trigger all the spotters. That's obviously my kill card. I think the first move is the most important here.
One bolt I need.
can't play in all 4 rows. Duh. Okay. I may have goofed already. Alright, I can't play anything in the top 2 rows because obviously that's the enemy side. The only card I can play is the Pitfall Trap.
I'm a monster.
Alright, I need to test something. I can test something, and if it doesn't work, then I lose straight away. The artifacts count as units. They don't. That changes things.
Give me a target. Arbalista, your command.
I still messed up.
Gonna need
I had it. I had it, and I misplayed. All right. I got it. Easy. All right. So first things first. Pitfall Trap.
Give me a target. Arbalista, your command.
So obvious. Alright. Minor stupidity aside, there we go. From Andro Yolka, bookkeeper, to Colonel Lucan Zorna. As instructed, the regimental treasury was transferred to the village of Yedlin south of camp. In order to minimize the chance of enemy interception, the the chests have been concealed under the bridge. I've also begun to withdraw of supplies towards Aldersburg. May the gods watch over us. Okay. So... I reckon... I haven't found a chest yet. Was there a chest over here? Next time I find a fast travel, I'll check. Oh, there's a chest. How do I get there? Oh, ho ho. Hey, it was this chest. Alright. Yay, stuff. Don't really care about. Yay. Hey, but well, I don't actually need to check anymore.
Meve shook her head in disbelief as she surveyed the landscape before her. The Nilfgaardians had destroyed everything in their path. Burned farms, trampled fields, leveled orchards.
The bastards.
She hissed.
They mean to cause a famine.
When the Lyrians reached Braithwaite, a small village near Aldersburg, they saw gaunt men and women, more bone than flesh, gnawing on acorns and boot leather. The invaders had requisitioned every scrap of the village's food stores and hauled it off to their nearby camp. In strained voices, the villagers begged the Queen to help them retrieve their supplies.
Milady, Frost'll come before we know it. They'll help us. Why not a soul will live to see the thaw?
Meve looked around at the blackened, scorched village, at the walking skeletons who dwelled in it. The suffocating smoke bellowing up from the fields sent tears streaming down her face.
I'll do what I can,
Was all she said. She knew this was not the time for a rousing speech. She needed to act.
Milady, have mercy. We'll waste away and starve.
Quite sure what I can do. Guarding camp, alright. But there's no way to raise my morale.
The Lyrians reached the outer defenses of the camp where the Nilfgaardians had taken Braithwaite's food stores.
Aha,
Rhaena
well, there you go.
delivered her report.
3 heavy infantry regiments, Nazari arbalists,
The warrior said.
and I heard neighing, so they've cavalry as well.
Meve said nothing, working it over in her head. The fate of the starving villagers weighed on her heart. But was it worth risking heavy losses to aid them?
Yes.
The
Always worth it.
Nilfgaardians keep food in storage and watch it rot while peasants perish from hunger. Will we allow this?
The Queen said, addressing her soldiers. Cried the soldiers.
I didn't think so.
Meve said with a smile as she drew her weapon.
Lyrians, attack!
I get to see like a penalty for taking these actions. The battle for the granary. Meve wondered whether a single Nilfgaardian felt shame for seizing food from a defenseless peasant, condemning him to starve slowly and painfully. Would he endure sleepless nights plagued by nightmares? Perhaps turn away in disgust upon seeing his own reflection in a looking glass? She had her doubts. Short battle, but it is a battle. That's better. Now I can actually see the bottom of the screen. That's a lot of... Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Hot damn. Doomed. Oh, okay. Immobile, permanent. Great. Resilience. Great. Every turn on turn start, boost a random ally by 2 and give it 2 armor. Death Wish, destroy the palisades and boost all enemies in hand, deck, and on the battlefield by 2. Okay. The objective is to fix my curtain. Objective complete. Nope. Nope. Son of a bitch. It's gonna bother me. Objective is to break the gate. So, I need my damage cards, and I need lots of them. Why do I already have... Why are my Gesso Arbalists in the wrong place? What do they do again? Oh yeah, they have Loyal. Loyal is good. Presumably, since these are artifacts, they won't hit that. Okay. That's 8 damage right there. I don't need 2 bombers. I don't need a medic. I need damage, damage, damage. Oof, do I really want to get rid of him? Shouldn't worry about healing. Back Layla's not going to come in handy. This is immovable, right? Yeah. So these guys aren't very useful. So let's go ahead and, how many redraws do I have? Just the 1. Okay. Ah! That's shit. That's shit. Every turn on turn start. Okay.
Arbalist at your command.
Oh,
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
Now see here, you little asshole. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the fire started.
You mad? Don't say that!
Oh. Oh. I thought Stray's Bomber applied it to both rows. That's okay. We still kept 2 in the deck, so it works.
101, 102, 103.
Armor won't save.
Life is mine now.
Ah. What? Success. Should have burnt the back row. That's okay. It's so unfortunate that I drew you in my hand. So unfortunate. Oh, you guys wanted to avoid the fire, huh? Alright, pricks. Is his order depleted? Yes. Okay, so he's not really that big of a...
Thing about slings, they are well.
Burn, baby, burn. 66% chance of burning.
wise choice.
Oh, that's why he died. Never mind. It was a good thing I put the fire there. Okay. He has that order. Unfortunate. Can't kill him, right? I can't kill him. Whenever an ally appears, gain 1 charge. Oh, I should have... Well, I guess I can just kill him. I said good day. Rude.
Praise be to the great sun!
Whoa, what the flying fucksicle? Do I want to do that? Yes. It moves them? God, it moves them.
I'll fight to my last breath.
Okay, I'm kicking his ass now. Whenever an ally is destroyed. Oh. Okay, that's going well.
One goes all I need.
This could hurt.
You realise that's where the fire is?
Quick and painful this'll be.
Hail Herzer.
Whoa, I burnt his hand? How'd that happen, yo? I mean, I win.
Prepare to fight.
But where'd his hand go? Sometimes this game just does shit and I'm like, how did that happen? Easy.
Your Grace, the battle's won. We've secured the storehouses.
Oh, right, storehouses. Maybe I shouldn't have burnt everything. Good thing the game doesn't keep track of that.
Meve managed to rout the Nilfgaardian troops and regain the stolen supplies. However, the Queen's good humor faded soon after the battle. Her soldiers began loudly demanding she not return to the village, but keep the food for her troops.
We've nigh empty bellies too, my lady. And whatever we give them, the black-clad bastards will just steal right back. Better to strengthen our own army than the enemy's.
Yeah, that's awesome. Turn half the supplies, keep the rest. That's going to be what it is.
Easy it would have been to take offense at the soldier's words, to accuse him of greed. But his words held much merit. Meve's army had no less need for the food than the peasants, and in war-ravaged Aedirn there were few chances to replenish their supplies. After a moment's hesitation, the Queen announced her decision.
We shall divide the food. Half we return to the peasants, half we keep for ourselves.
I reckon if I turned it down, if I gave it all to the peasants, I probably would have lost morale. And if I'd kept it, I probably would have gained morale. But I'm very happy with that outcome. Did I already give it back to the peasants, or do I have to actually walk up and... Oh, walk up and...
At first, the peasants were glad to see the soldiers. But their joy quickly turned to anger when they found Meve had decided to return only half the recovered supplies.
And for a queen to stoop so low,
robbing good folk, starving good folk. Ugh.
Meve refused to argue with the villagers. Yes, justice was on their side, but in times of war, justice counts for little.
Is what it is. Did I go to south? Oh, yeah.
Meve's mount reared and flattened its ears, spooked for no visible cause. Trusting in animal instinct, Meve jumped to the ground and felt tremors under her boots. At first, they were faint, barely palpable, then grew stronger and stronger.
What's going on?
Meve cried.
Why does the earth tremble?
I reckon it's a Nilfgaardian mage with an earth elemental, but hey, that's just me.
Before anyone could respond, a scout from the forward guard let out a terrified cry. A moment later, snapped trees crashed down around them, and out of the woods came a 30-foot-tall stone giant.
Gods.
Oh, that's
What is
worse.
that? A golem.
Isabel whispered back.
It is a golem. It's a
Favorite
huge one.
servant of Nilfgaardian mages.
As if to confirm his words, soldiers marched out from behind the giant, clad in heavy black plate. Their leader, however, wore but a light tunic, and his hands glowed with a strange blue light.
Dithen Quan and Lyrian!
He shouted, giving the order to attack.
Grar and Ard Feyin!
Shorten battle. Optional. Eliminate Albrecht. Special rules. Why does it always a shortened battle? Why can't I ever play a real game of Gwent here? The Colossus of Nazaire. Oh, shit. First I get ingredients for the pelts. Damn. Sorry, guys. It's a special rule. I don't get to see the special rule. That's cute. He only has 3 cards? Don't need a medic. Don't need you. Boost allies at random. Oh, it does it one at a time? Okay. Since I have Isabel in my hand, I don't need the runestone, I don't think. I might regret that. I am still live, right? Okay. For some reason my phone, my Twitch app never told me. Okay. No, it's, there we go. Okay. Never mind. Sorry about that. Yeah, no more runestone. There we go. I got Gascon. We got him. We got him, boys. We got him. Alright, I'm also going to go ahead and ditch the Forager. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Okay, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the other fire guy, but that's... Okay. Okay. I mean, straight off the bat, you can start slinging them all over bit creation. I bet we do that. It would be kind of funny to light them on fire, though. Let's...
Catch!
Hee hee.
My powers are yours.
Mom, break the mage's spell, and the golem's power will wane to naught.
Every turn on turn start, damage the highest enemy unit by the power of the lowest unit in the opponent's hand? Okay. Okay.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
That's... Oh, there's a dark ritual. Boost Albic and the lowest enemy in your opponent's... Boost Albric and the lowest enemy in your opponent's hand by 1, then spawn a base copy of this card in your hand. So he's gonna do that every frickin' round.
Armor won't save.
Hmm. I'm gonna save that till next round. Oh.
The mage!
Is it my lowest enemy? Lowest. Okay. Cute. We're gonna go ahead and drop this homie.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
And then... Oh, that's right. I moved him. Oopsie. That's alright. Can I play anyone in this row? No. Okay. He'll die, but I'll take the least amount of damage that way. Fortunate. Might kill him right here. Might kill him right here. Fire? Nope. It's okay. I got him now. I'm not gonna use my hero power because that moves. I'm just gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot you though. Cool. Oh!
Your Grace, it worked.
Easy.
Raising her shield against the whistling rain of arrows, Meve fought her way towards the Nilfgaardian mage leading the attack. At close quarters, magic arcana would stand no chance against a well-swung blade. Meve roared, delivering a powerful blow. Her blade severed the mage's aorta, and drowning in his own blood, he fell to the ground.
Rip.
He choked out by way of last words. Then the blue aura coming from his hands flickered out, and the stone giant thundered to the ground in pieces. When the dust of the battle had settled, the queen ordered her men to search the Nilfgaardian camp. In the mage's tent, they found a rare instrument used to communicate at a distance, a megascope. The crystals encrusted in its brass frame were still warm, meaning it had recently been used to conduct a conversation. The burning question was, with whom?
Isbel!
Yelled the queen. The mage dutifully came closer.
This device. Could you activate it?
Yes, Your Grace. But are you sure?
I am. Get to work.
Isbel nodded, then began calibrating the magic device. Finally, something clicked. A light flickered on, and before Meve's eyes appeared the outline of a Nilfgaardian general.
Speak common, please. I know not your tongue.
Oh, forgive me. I thought I spoke to someone else. Good to see you in good health, Queen. Or ex-Queen, I suppose, would be the more apt title.
Instead of fretting so much over my title, give yours.
Of course. Where are my manners? Duke Adel Ebdahi, Grand Chancellor, Commander of Army Group East. I believe you've heard of me.
Of course I have. You were the coward who, instead of facing me himself, employed traitors to do his bidding.
What you call cowardice, I call diplomacy. And you must admit this diplomacy has proven quite successful. First Lyria, then Rosberg, and southern Aedirn, all taken without any real losses.
Enjoy it while you can. Easy victories are short-lived.
Is that what you think? I'm afraid you're in for an unpleasant surprise.
Is that a threat?
No. A simple prediction. Enough of this. Why use this megascope? What is it you want?
I wanted to see the man who's butchering Aedirn. The man responsible for the deaths of thousands of women, elders and children.
Then your desire has been satisfied. It was I who gave the order to cleanse this land of unwanted elements. To prepare it for settlement. For...
Unwanted elements? Those are living folk you speak of.
If you were to look at this war in historical perspective, considering the wider geopolitical context, forget it. It's impossible for you to grasp. Farewell, Your Majesty. Or rather, till next time. For there will be a next time, I assure you.
A quiet fell over the tent. The Queen stepped outside, squinted her eyes against the glare of the burning fields, and swore to herself that when she did see Grand Chancellor Adel Ebdahi again, he would be a whole head shorter.
Get it? Oh, that's a quite powerful card in the card game. Still is. I wonder if I should swap out the Dazbog Runestone for this. I almost exclusively use the Dazbog Runestone, the Nuka guy. So I think I'm gonna swap it out and see what happens. I'm starting to think my web camera is off center. Appears my head is tilted. Or my neck is so screwed up that this is my resting state is slightly tilted. Oh, but I did. Just like mess it up. There we go. I don't know if that even changed.
All destroyed. As if nobody lifted a finger against the Nilfgaardians.
King surely ordered all his armies to return to Aldersburg. Took cover behind its walls.
I am confused. I get over here. Oh, way all the way around. Bunch of battles. Yeah, we'll work around that way. We got a battle. Normal battle? Hey! This time I'll actually read it. Imperial Reconnaissance. Readying herself for her next clash with Nilfgaardian forces, Meve recalled lessons she received as a young girl from the continent's geography. My young lady, the Nilfgaardian Empire's domain is large enough to contain the Kingdom of Lyria not once, not twice, but 3 times over, her tutor once explained. 30, Queen sighed. How can I help to defeat this colossus? Oh, 30 times over, not 3. My bad. But 30 times over. 30, Queen sighed. How am I to defeat this colossus? Is such a feat even possible? Well, one victory at a time. One victory at a time, boys! Okay, so I'm gonna kill. Kill, 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 kill. Also kill. Doing a full round here, so... Works for me.
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
Okay, you jerkwagon. Did he really pop that right away? He did. Oh, well, you're not gonna get to do that. You're just gonna
Arbalist in
die.
your command.
Hundred and one, 102, 103.
I don't know. I'm kind of digging this whole just like everyone he pumps out, I just shoot in the face.
Wise choice.
Every card you can play, I can play better. Oh yeah. All right, that's. You know, I respect that. May not have been the most advantageous, but. Repicks. We're good. I'm gonna set fire to the rain here. He's just popping that straight away. What a nerd.
I smell a leak.
Life is mine now.
Well, I don't want to pass.
One bullet's all I need.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Not sure if this is what I should be doing. In fact, I should probably save it. Instead, go ahead and longsword. These are pretty hurt. Let's go ahead and do this. Just right. Doggy's coming out.
Teufel!
Bonfire, take out that armor for me. You bitch. I was thinking about passing, but I think I can just win this. Go ahead and do the slinger once more.
Never have a storm knock out one of your teeth.
That was a good fire. Can you do again? Oh. Does he have it? Resilience? Hell no. Oh wait, if I do that I can't pass. Wait, does resilience do what I think it does? Yes. Behooves me to kill him. I'll hit him with the old razzle dazzle. Oh, I can kill him. Take this shit out. Hope it doesn't have another one of those. You guy, your jokes are bad and you should feel bad. Alright, pass for sure. I probably won already.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting. A highly curious
That was it.
case.
Easy. That's why the game doesn't give me normal battles. Too easy. From Sergeant Moir Glizerf to Duke Ardal Apday, Grand Chancellor to Commander of Army Group East. Your Excellency, your orders have been fulfilled. We requisitioned over 30 head of cattle from the local population, slaughtered them, and left them under the sun. Once the carcasses reach the appropriate level of rot, as determined by the medics of Vicarvero, they shall be sent to the front for the artillery division. You bastard. Real cheeky. I need to. It's been a while since we had a battle. Since I actually looked at the map. I'm gonna go ahead and go this way. All right. Good night, new guy. Thanks for tuning in.
Coming across a small brook, Meve ordered her soldiers to replenish their water supplies. When they returned, it was with empty water skins and troubled expressions.
Milady, the water tastes of blood. Not like black pudding, mind, but rancid, filthy.
Meve had no choice but to march on. She gulped dryly and wondered how to interpret this strange event. An omen, perhaps? A warning from the gods? She soon learned the truth. Following the brook upstream, the Lyrians arrived at a small pool. Bobbing on its surface were dozens of corpses. A young woman caught Meve's gaze, her long hair spread delicately atop the water, wide open eyes reflecting the sky, a fine nose peppered with freckles, and a gaping wound slashed across her throat.
We shall stop here,
the Queen said calmly,
and give these souls a proper burial. Reynard, send scouts. Tell them they are not to return until they ascertain what has happened here.
When the scouts returned a while later, they brought with them a barefooted peasant they'd found hiding in the woods. They claimed he hailed from Horton, a nearby village, the village whose inhabitants had been murdered.
Them black-clad wretches stormed the village, milady. the devil Frigif at the fore. Rounded us right up, took us down to the lake. Whole village, mind. Then chop, chop, and splosh, splosh. 'Twas I alone gave him the slip.
Meve listened to the man's tale, then placed him in the care of her medics and ordered the Lyrians to break camp. She rode at the head of their column, Reynard at her side, her knuckles gripped white on the reins.
Do we know where this Frigef is stationed?
Our riders report he's pitched camp to the east.
Then let's pay him a call.
They killed all, like Rosberg. My lady, please, make them pay.
Well, homie, I will.
Milka, Bezrad, Kristan, all killed. Souls snuffed out to the very last.
Rough. Your Majesty, our scouts found a fresh grave not far from the village. Its engraving is Nilfgaardian. It seems an invader was laid to rest here. Judging by the tributes left, he must have been of some import. He must have been someone important. Spin. The Horton slaughter still has their soldiers living, and they wish to destroy the grave. Shall we lead them to it? Yep. Screw them. Money and morale. IRL, I wouldn't do that. Hang on, before we go in there. It's all my money. I might do that. Get more recruits. I got plenty though. War Wagon Plus is so good. Oh, it's cheap as hell. Oh, it's all my wood. Maybe it's not as cheap as I was led to believe. Let's just do this. Oh, I didn't realize it got bigger. Did I miss anything? Oh my god. Hey, you get back there.
The Lyrians had no trouble finding Vrigif's camp. It was the size of a sprawling town. Meve stopped her caravan and called for a council. The first to speak was Reynard.
Seems our scouts were both right and wrong, Your Grace. They did pinpoint General Frigef, the Butcher of Horton. Unfortunately, they underestimated his detachment. It is much larger and better armed than our own.
That changes nothing.
Meve said,
forestalling
all protest.
If I leave him unpunished, without so much as an attempt, I shall never be able to face my reflection again. We must attack.
Reynard bowed and passed the order to the Lyrians. Later that same day, Meve and Vrigif's forces stood face to face on the field of battle.
What's the term in combat, or in warfare? Death by... or victory by something. When a smaller army takes out the enemy, piece by piece. My brain is drawing a blank. Crime and punishment. Meve expected General Vigif's countenance to parallel his villainy. She imagined a face disfigured with scars, yellow teeth, and a sinister eye pouch covering a hollow socket. Instead, she bore witness to a distinguished gentleman in his 40s, with a meticulously trimmed beard. He appeared to her rather well normal. Defeat the Nilfgaardian army or eliminate General Vigif. 1 round, special rules. I assume that is, if he dies, we win. Another gate situation.
Come out, Frigef!
That's not what I wanted.
It's time you pay for your crimes!
catch!
You are dog! There! Frigga! I see him! We've got to catch him!
I smell a leak.
Life is mine now!
That seems really beneficial to me. Seems like really advantageous. I don't know how to interpret that.
I'll fight to my last breath.
Oh, poop. Forgot he comes out. It's okay, because I can move the Manticore Trophy. It's very weird. Wait. Who's the highest ally by far?
Wise choice.
I don't get it.
The Wholesons.
Our ballista, your command. Armor boss.
Damage your lowest ally. So right now this guy's getting effed. But because of this guy, I can't do shit. Fire, hit this guy. I mean, that works. Yeah, that works too. Where are these guys coming from? After an ally is destroyed, move it to its position. Jeez. That is some powerful shit right there.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
I probably should have moved him.
You must sweat like a swine in that
sucked.
jacket.
That's better.
All I need.
My god, that's so annoying. Is this entire deck made of that?
the target.
Jesus.
I fear not, for faith guides me.
It's not too late to walk away.
Oh, it's an order! Fuck! That was deploy. I think I still win. Yep. It's like reminding me, hey, this is an order, idiot.
Won the day, despite their foe's distinct advantage. Historians later ascribed Maeve's victory to her light troops' superior maneuverability in the difficult terrain compared to the plate-clad Nilfgaardians. But if you ask me, that wasn't it at all. A storm of fury had been quietly gathering in the Lyrians' hearts, a squall of rage stoked by the Nilfgaardians' unparalleled cruelty towards the conquered. And no one embodied this barbarism more perfectly than General Frigga. Maeve's men were ready to sacrifice anything to see him punished. They dragged the defeated general before Maeve.
That's right, because I didn't actually kill him in battle.
He'd ordered the execution of an entire village. How the Nilfgaardians could possibly justify such a crime.
2 weeks prior, I'd sent a detachment to Horton to procure feed. Captain Gaynor commanded it. While he was verifying their grain stores, they barricaded him in the barn and put it to flame.
The Queen listened to the general's story, her face a mask, betraying nothing.
Murdered. One man was murdered.
Frigga raised his eyes to Maeve's. The Queen was surprised to see them wet with tears.
Yes, my lady. My son.
The general's simple words bore pain, grief, and a thirst for revenge that would never be slaked. The Queen had to decide what to do with Frigga. No doubt the general had earned punishment, the harshest possible at that. Yet, such a weighty personage could fetch a hefty ransom, and Maeve's army desperately needed the gold.
My father taught me to respect the generals of my enemies. That even in captivity, their arms should not be taken from them. Their guards should greet them in salute.
The Queen said.
But you, Frigga, you are no general. Merely a cutthroat dressed as one. You shall die like the good folk of Horton. Quickly. Summarily.
I wish I killed him in
Frigga
battle.
received the Queen's decision with sang-froid. He neither struggled nor begged for mercy. He simply laid his head on the trunk. A short moment later, it rolled onto the ground to the Lyrians' deafening applause.
I should have gunned for him instead of the gate. It's a tough nut to crack, though. I guess that bridge was out. Alright, I think after this puzzle, I'm gonna go ahead and put the kid to bed and then come back for some more. Corrupt weapons. Elves used to say that the Dwan are imitators, that they only are capable of mimicking other races. There's a grain of truth in that, and it's difficult to deny the innovative nature of humans. After all, they can turn anything, absolutely anything, into a weapon. Destroy all rot tossers and cow carcasses. Do not let any cow carcasses explode on your side. Puzzle, puzzle, puzzle. Go ahead and let it trigger once.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
I want to let it trigger again. If that's the case, I misplayed. Necessarily.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Nope, I may have fucked up. About to find out.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Gonna need 3 books of nails and a tub full of pegs.
Yeah, damn. Oh, hi.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs.
Thing about slings, they hide well. Hey?
That's the easiest one so far.
army was shattered to bits and pieces. Blacklads were supposed to grind their teeth against our walls. Bloody empty promise by our leaders.
I missed some treasure over there. Right early on, I got those movement upgrades. Just gonna double check to make sure that bridge was in fact. Yep, bridge just okay. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll do this. We're gonna back out and then save and exit the main menu. Gonna put the kids to bed and then we'll do this for another hour 40, give or take. All right. So yeah, stick around. We got more. Alright, I'm back. I'm probably gonna go for another hour 15. I kinda wanna head to bed early tonight, so we're burning the candle at both ends. Milady, we found a group of farmers languishing, not lavishing, completely different. In the barn. Their skin is covered in oozing sores, some horrid affliction by the look of it. They beg for coin to sate their hunger and thirst, but we've no strength left to work, as they've no strength left to work the fields. Well, yeah, 50 gold for good morale. Oh, wait, I have a good morale. Yeah, whatever, I would have done it anyway. Can I get up here? Negative. That'd be all my gold. Okay. That would be all my wood. Yeah, I'd rather get the War Wagon Plus. But... Okay, I've explored all that. Go ahead and do that puzzle, then we'll head south. City loot. Swaggle. I missed some loot. I guess it's not really a miss because I haven't. Okay, puzzle. Before we do the puzzle. Pestilence. Rotting, unburned bodies invite not only flesh-hungry beasts, but also pestilence. From monstrous scavengers one can flee or fight. Yet what defense is there against an invisible enemy, when even air and water pose risk of a slow and painful death? Remove all corpses from the board. We're fighting dead bodies, non-animated. We get this awesome music. Whoa!
I'm a war sir.
I should have looked at that. That explains how to beat this.
Larry!
We get 8 turns. I should do it next turn.
One bolt.
You know what? I gotta aim more towards the middle. Maybe it doesn't really matter. Let's try it though.
Give me a target. Armor won't save. One bolt's all I need. Give me a target.
I did that wrong.
Arbalista, your command. Armor won't save. One bolt.
Almost did it. Problem is, it's an even number.
One boat's all I need.
I don't get it. What am I? It's not the chain reaction going that direction. Okay. Need to do is I need.
I'm a one sword.
Ah, be stuck on this all goddamn night. Okay. I have 8 shots.
Give me a target. Arbalist at your command.
Okay. But now I'm only going to do 2 damage a shot. Damage.
I'm a one sword. One boat's all I need. Give me a target. Arbalist at your command. I'm a one sword. Arbalist at your command. Armor won't save.
I gotta do shit. Out of luck here. Unless. Go to the top row. That was very close. Yeah, I know. Alright. Clear the top row. That's gonna be my new plan here.
Give me a time.
This is just RNG and I just like, if I don't hit the same guy, I'm just done.
Arbalist at your command. Armor won't save. One bullet's all I need. Give me a time. Arbalist at your command.
Is it really RNG? I can stack the deck. Okay, we're gonna clear top row first. I don't know. Actually, that didn't really work in my favor. Bottom row it is.
One bullet's all I need. Give me a time. Our ballista, your command. Armor won't, sir.
I don't think it matters which one I shoot. Down. Okay.
One bolt.
I think it really just comes down to RNG, because need to get that first hero power. It needs to bring one of them down to 2, otherwise I lose.
Give me a time. Our ballista, your command.
Alright, I guess I lose. Gotta be something I'm missing here. Alright, let's go ahead and play this out. Let's shoot the top row up here. Shoot it again. No, next one's gonna be
One bolt.
Alright.
Give me a time.
Okay, I did it. Jeez, that was frustrating. The trick was to go to top row.
Our ballista, your command.
Kill this one, or did I kill this one? Kill this one.
Armor won't, sir.
Alright. Frustrating, but we got it. Let's go. Banish any number of units from your graveyard, then damage all units on a row by the amount damaged. Banished. Thank you, yes, victory. Ah. That feels terrible. It gives you 5 slots, which means you can have 4 in your starting hand, but I feel like it's really shitty. I don't know why someone would fill up 4 special starting hand. That's just a strategy I'm not really seeing here. My queen, the Aedirnians retreat with haste, abandoning their tent supplies and even some of their equipment. We found something in the commander's quarters. I've no doubt you'll know what to do with it, my lady. We'll do that. Why would anyone do this? If the result... I guess if you don't have Isabel. Hey, I finally finished a card. I think this is the second card I finished. Artifact Compression. Oh, that's really... It's probably a card I'm not going to use. Transform an enemy to a jade figurine and move it in your hand. Oh, I thought that was actually going to show me what the jade figurine. And move it into your hand? That's extremely powerful. I'm going to rock that. I'm going to get rid of the runestone though, because it's kind of a dead card. And I now have a healer in the form of Isbel. So... start feeling the need, I'll put it back in.
A taxidermied unicorn. Strange. What are your orders, Your Grace? Shall we take it?
I've no notion what one could possibly do with such a thing.
I know what you can do with one such a thing. That's a cute little Easter egg. Little nod. Or Meave.
These Lyrians were traversing a wood when they heard the loud, drawn-out blast of a horn.
One of our scouts?
The Queen asked, clearly perplexed. She turned in her saddle to face Reynard, who shook his head.
Strange. Gascon, appoint a few of your strays. Ones who know how to blend in. Have them sniff out who blows that horn. And why.
The scouts returned a short while later with their report. Soldiers had pitched camp in a nearby meadow. They wore Aedirnian uniforms, cut by sashes bearing a golden sun. They addressed their leader as Fulberson.
Know the name?
Rayla said.
Fulberson went over to the enemy first day of the war, took his whole division with him. Your Grace, a chance like this won't come again. Let's teach the traitors a lesson.
I am down for that. Attack the traitor.
We must send a strong signal. One all the North will hear. From the Yaruga to the Dragon Mountains.
Announced the Queen.
Whoever collaborates with the invader shall pay with his head. Prepare to attack.
Rayla nodded, clearly pleased. The Lyrians surrounded the meadow marked by their scouts. Moments later, a flaming arrow pierced the sky, giving the signal to attack.
Aedirnian. I don't know why that... I know how to pronounce that. It just looks weird when I stare at it. Aedirnian traders. Fulberson was not the sole trader in the north. Many of the land's wealthiest allied with the Empire, bribed by the promise of riches and privilege, and sometimes under duress. They have struggled to discern whether the kingdoms themselves were striking deals with the invaders. Henselt of Kedwin, Foltest of Temeria, and it did appear, after all, that the longer the war dragged on, the less resistance Nilfgaard seemed to encounter. Reduce the retreat timer to 0. Alright, I'm sure what the hell that means will come apparent. Don't need you. Hide. Reduce this artifact's timer by 1 for every unit played from the opponent's hand. When the timer reaches 0, count Fulberson escapes and Maeve wins the battle? Why would I want him to escape? Well, that seems rather easy. I just keep playing cards. And show... Oh, 10. Okay. I just have to play out my whole hand, and then I win. Seems really weird. Don't want you, don't want you. Don't want you.
Queen Meve! To arms!
Scrubbing duty again? Oh, gods.
Oh. He does that every turn? Homie.
This could hurt.
New orders? No? Ah.
I don't want to take chances. I want to kill that dude.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Death Wish. Okay. Retreat timer to 0. I don't know why I would want that. Know what I'm saying?
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
This man has suffered much.
Which one? This homie?
Watch your heads!
Okay, I win. Seems really weird.
Give me a time.
Mercy, your grace. We surrender.
Oh, he surrendered. Dope.
The traitors, perhaps used to fighting unsuspecting foes, stood no chance against the determined Lyrian attack. At its conclusion, Meve personally knocked Fulberson off his mount, then tore off his visor. The face she saw evoked more sympathy than hatred. Fulberson was an old, sickly man, his skin pale and blemished. With great difficulty, he pulled himself up on his knees, then extended a shaky hand in pleading.
Your grace, have mercy. The Nilfgaardians forced me to treason. They threatened torture.
Meve felt her soldiers' eyes on her. They awaited her decision. How would she treat this traitor? Would she really execute him as a warning to others?
Can I have you watch every stream, Fate of the Moon? You're like the best hype man ever.
I hereby dissolve your division, Falberson. And you, surrender your sword and be on your way.
The traitor threw himself at the Queen's feet.
You've shown mercy befitting a truly great ruler, your grace. 1,000 thanks. To the west of here lie my lands. Visit me. I shall throw a sumptuous feast in your honor and provide a generous donation to your fight against our common foe.
Meve ordered Fulberson to stand. Her Lyrians reluctantly stepped out of the departing traitor's way. When he passed Black Rayla, she spat at his feet.
I think that was going to lower morale. To the west lie your lands? What's the cardinal directions on this? Because west is everything I've already explored, and I don't feel like I need to go back. It's east. Unless... Okay. Want that war wagon plus. I'm not even using war wagon, am I? No. But what? That's incredible. That's also really good. Your deck. Never mind, that sounds good. Let's to your hand, I think that'd be broken as shit, obviously. To your deck. Not as usable. This is quite good. Because it allows me to put in as many artifacts as I have, but then ditch them in my opening hand. Get a blacksmith. Oh, it's from your graveyard? From your graveyard? Oof. Well, if I ever get a build where I want to use the war wagon again, it's nice and swole. Alright, first, let's get the loot.
Meve and her Lyrians arrived at Fulberson's lands,
Did he say
home
east?
of the traitor she had let live. He greeted the queen with full honors. In ceremonial garb, a platter of bread and salt held aloft.
Your Grace, 'tis an honor to welcome you to my humble abode. Please, come inside. A fattened piglet already turns on the spit. Soon I shall fetch my best wines from the cellar.
Face. Shifty as fuck.
Meve, having lived on nothing but salt pork and gruel for weeks, was tempted to accept the offer. Black Rayla, however, was strongly against it.
Mom, forgive my insolence, but to eat from a traitor's table is foolish. Don't do it.
You know, Black Rayla has never been wrong.
Heeding Rayla's plea, the queen declined Fulberson's invitation. Clearly saddened, he escorted the queen to the bounds of his estate.
I thank you once more, Your Grace,
he said, bending to kiss her hand.
And I swear from now on, I shall support the North as best I can.
Meve nodded, then went on her way. She wondered whether the old man would keep his word, or, as soon as the Lyrians disappeared over the horizon, once again don an imperial crested sash.
'Tis a great pity Your Grace hasn't time to feast with us.
And everything about that feels fishy. Alright, time to go into this town. I'm almost done with this zone. If I finish this zone, that'll be a good stopping point. Place for me to morale up in the scorched remains of this town. Any? Morale? Bueller? Definitely not that. Actually, you know what? I'll probably do that. Your Majesty, the town is indeed deserted, but prisoners remain shackled in the dungeons beneath the courthouse. The Ardanians must have forgotten them during the retreat. What should be done with them? Could use them to bolster our forces, though I have an inkling they may not prove the most disciplined recruits. Actually, you know, if they're prisoners, I don't want such degenerates in our ranks, yet I can't let them rot in the dungeons. Release them. Yeah, last time I took on people like that elf, killed a whole bunch of dudes. I'm like really distrusting now. So I did let that noble live.
The Lyrians stood within 5 miles of Aldersburg when the road, which until now they had traveled alone, suddenly filled with all manner of folk. Peasants, merchants, and wounded fighters in tattered uniforms. They trod solemnly in the opposite direction, their worldly possessions on their backs.
Aldersburg's fallen, my lady.
Sighed one of the refugees with a forlorn shrug.
Outer walls breached. King still defends the old town, but black-clad goats are winning. You'd best turn back before it's too late.
We've nowhere to turn to, good man.
The queen said, then spurred on her horse.
Follow me.
The queen galloped so fast the wind squeezed tears from her eyes, the Lyrian cavalry close at her heels. Hoofbeats thundered down the high road, and the crowd of refugees parted, making a path for the charging riders.
Faster! Faster!
Soon they set eye on Aldersburg. A red glow filled the horizon. The wind carried screams and the clanking of steel. The once proud city was quickly turning to dust in the Nilfgaardian sun. The Nilfgaardian force moved to block the Lyrians' way. Without slowing, Meve cut down the infantryman who tried to drag her from her saddle with a hook. Her head in a winged helmet fell to the ground, leaving a bloody track.
Lyrians! Attack!
Meve shouted.
Take no prisoners!
I get to do the final battle with low morale? Yay! It's a standard battle, no less. Aldsburg outskirts. The invading forces ignored the Lyrians at first. After all, the Nilfgaardians were better equipped, better trained, and most importantly, held a considerable numerical advantage. However, their supremacy quickly began to vanish. Black-clad soldiers fell one after another to the blows of the Meve's infantry. The Nilfgaardian commander, watching in disbelief, trumpeted for reinforcements. I can't believe we're gonna have to do this with low morale. That means all my cards get -1. Oh, that's rough. Thank you. Now I feel like I do have this. 1 round, so I don't need medics. Don't need don't need you. I think ditch that and ditch that.
Bloody hell.
Yep.
You shan't stop me. Not now.
That's one way to do it.
One goal.
Oh, I couldn't have planned it better if I was actually paying attention.
I smell a leak.
Bigger they are, easier they are to touch.
My boots got sand aplenty in them.
They want to put a stop to that. Oh, that was my card. Okay. I also want to kill him, but that's what I have to do for now. I'm on fire. 66% chance here. Passed. Oh, this is a standard battle. I forgot it was a standard battle. That's okay. I still hold the card advantage. Oh, I definitely need my healer. Shit. I got repicks. Well, I don't get repicks? Because it's a story mission, I guess? I want to test this.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
That was dumb. If I lose this round, I'm gonna need that dog. It says artifact, not gold unit. Oh well.
Life is mine now.
Alright, let's try it on the artifact.
One man's battlefield is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
You know, probably shouldn't have been testing that exact moment. Oh.
Kazer!
I feel really stupid about playing these guys, which makes me kind of want to push to try to win this round. I was planning on stacking everybody in the range row for the Arbalist. That's just untenable.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Discipline. That is what you folk lack.
Nothing personal, I assure you.
Infiltrate!
What's this guy do?
Give me a time.
Well, ain't that something?
God's blast it. My breastplate chafes. Aedirn.
Got him.
So much anger.
That's
and
right, it's an
suffering.
order. Man, that's the second time I screwed this card. Keep thinking that's a deploy, not an order, and then I wait till it's my last card, and I screw up. I mean, both times I still win. Just
Your Grace, that
really dumb.
That was but their rear guard.
Yeah, but now they don't have a rear guard. See?
Lyrians managed to scatter the Nilfgaardian battalion, one of many besieging Aldersburg. Their scouts brought before the Queen a prisoner freed from the invaders. Niamh inquired about the situation in the city.
Turned the right slaughterhouse it has. The Imperials, they... King had the city cleared, my lady, but didn't budge himself. Holding out with his guard in Old Town, walls still standing there. Said he'd fight to the end, come what may.
Niamh weighed her options. The situation looked dire. Demavend, to whom she had come for help, needed help himself. Nilfgaard enjoyed an overwhelming advantage. The small Lyrian detachment stood no chance of breaking the siege. But to retreat, surrender, that was not something Niamh did.
The Nilfgaardians do not expect a relief force. Rayla, you know Aldersburg. Can you lead us by side streets to the Old Town, that we may avoid the largest part of the Nilfgaardian army?
The warrior nodded, and without waiting for any further orders, strode out in front of the party. Reynard followed her with his gaze, clearly troubled.
And what then, Your Majesty? We burst into the lion's den and...
And we pray the lion chokes. Follow me!
I love Niamh. Let's get that loot. I'm still... Wait, hang on. I still have low morale? It's supposed to reset after every battle. Game, why you gotta do that to me?
The walls crushed and breached. The lower town in flames. Hundreds, thousands wounded. Thousands more fled.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled up elderberries.
Yep. You're approaching an important moment in your journey. If you choose to continue, you'll not be able to resume any unfinished activity in the area. That's fine. I'm cool with it. Golden chests are just for multiplayer anyway. Whatever. Onward.
Gods have mercy. And demons take it all.
Taking advantage of the confusion, Niamh maneuvered her troops to the very walls of the Old Town. Spying Lyrian banners, the defenders suspected a trap. But when they noticed Black Rayla among them, they immediately lowered the drawbridge. The Old Town was a maze of brothels and shady taverns. In normal times, students and other pleasure seekers prowled its dark alleys. Now,
students and other
slumped
pleasure
in
seekers.
every corner, though the Lyrians' arrival clearly buoyed their spirits. The Fraternal Realm's warriors clasped each other's hands and swapped tales. Even Aedirn's king, Demavend, made no secret of his pleasure at seeing these unexpected arrivals.
Me, of all the besieged cities in all the world, you walk into mine. Come to the rescue, have you?
To be quite frank, I've come to be rescued.
Oh, yes. I've heard much of the events in Lyria. Disgraceful. Such betrayal. However, as you might have noticed, things are none too rosy here either.
Yes, that is hard to miss.
I thought we'd trade blows with the Blackclads. That it would be an even match. 2 weeks. That sufficed to annihilate the army I'd spent my whole lifetime building.
Your Majesty, I cannot say what fate will bring, if we shall reach this war's end alive. But I wish to say now that I admire you.
Oh?
You evacuated the city, yet refused to evacuate yourself. You fight to the bitter end, like a hero.
But of course, the king must lead by example after all. Especially in war.
Shame Demavend gets murdered by a Witcher, but yeah.
Reynard, that rumbling, you hear it? Studded boots on cobblestones. The Nilfgaardians. Prepare the men for battle.
Yes, Your Grace.
So, now that we're alone, what's really going on?
What? Did you not hear? I'm defending my capital, like a hero.
Demavend, please, don't feed me that drivel. We've known each other far too long. Why did you stay?
Meve, as meddling as you are beautiful. See that building? That one there?
The brothel? The Crimson Bodice?
Precisely. So, but promise not to laugh. I'm a patron. A loyal one, in fact. One of the girls there, Demeretta. She's marvelous. Makes me feel young again.
A young fool, you mean? Demavend, there's a war on, and...
Allow me to finish. Demeretta became, well, with child. Exactly 9 months ago. Understand now?
She's entered confinement. Having contractions.
Since yesterday. You see, I cannot leave her like this. Can't have her moved. I must stay put until she gives birth.
Wow.
And then what? Pray tell. Invite all of Nilfgaard to the christening?
I mean, I both admire him and find him, you know, a little repulsive.
No, my dear. There is a hidden tunnel deep beneath the city, leading far beyond its walls. Once the midwives cut the cord, we flee.
I gotta play Meve, right? I mean, Meve's son just betrayed her.
Demavend, you risk the lives of thousands of men for a single child. For a bastard to boot.
Meve, I would kill thousands of men for my child. Born in wedlock or out. It changes nothing.
I mean, I agree with Demavend.
It changes everything. One way the babe inherits the throne, the other...
You argue succession while I speak of a father's love. But I shouldn't expect you to understand. Your heart, ice through and through, always has been. No wonder, villain.
Your Majesties, the Nilfgaardians are attacking.
Meve, we must hold out. A few hours, that's all.
I'll do what I can.
My morale better reset, I swear. In the defense of the old town, midwives advised that women in the throes of, Yeah. I figured since she just got betrayed by her heir, and also that she is a very she's a tactician. Yeah. I figured that was what she would have said. Midwives advised that women in the throes of childbirth should be surrounded with a sense of calm and security. Demeretta was afforded no such luxury. As she opened her eyes between contractions, she witnessed the flaming missiles of Nilfgaardian war machines streak across the sky, and lifeless soldiers slide from the fort's walls. Faster, she whispered to her forthcoming infant son. Faster, my angel. Optional. Eliminate enough Nizeri brigade to give Demavend time to escape. That's optional? I think I need to get rid of these in my deck. They don't serve me much good. Can't believe I still have low morale. That's such BS. It's supposed to reset after every battle. I need Is this a short battle? I don't think so. Button. After 4 turns on turn start, destroy Castle Gate. Don't forget about that one you hate. Yeah, I was just kind of weighing my options here, and yeah, I should get rid of him. Yes, because I need these guys right here. I need to wreck. Wait a minute, can I just... I'm gonna give that a whirl. Let's try it. 'Cause I think this is a full battle.
Defend the king! We must stop them!
Yep, full battle. Okay. I'm gonna laugh if this works. Okay, what do these guys do? Every turn on turn end, move one row toward the opponent and duel a random unit on its current side. Wow, that's really annoying. Okay. I just want to know if it can be done. Nope. Doesn't work. Oh, it's a boss. Okay, that makes sense. Restraint. Okay. Okay. What are we gonna do here? I think I'm gonna play this first. Then I'm gonna use my flail. I was really hoping to shoot that asshole. Order: damage an enemy by 2 if it is destroyed. Spawn fire on its row. Wow. Rough. When is it duel? Oh. I mean, the only way to kill it before it fires is to use my Arbalest twice. I don't know what these guys are gonna do. It doesn't tell me how many it takes. Alright, let's save the wall.
I want their heads! Anvalmen order!
Wait. It just occurs to me that if I don't let them break the gate, I can't play anymore. Man. Alright.
This could hurt. Neve! They're getting close! Devils take all, help me!
Okay.
Barbarians.
What the shit? I don't know how good this is, but I need to take out both of these guys right now. So... and then I can guarantee I kill these guys like this. Instead of trusting the fire to do it for me.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Neve! We must hold on a bit longer.
I hear you, brother.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
They all suck.
Give me a time.
I passed away, lose. Because could use some more cards. Those guys have resist. Oh, poop on me.
Watch your heads!
Make love, not war.
Aedirn!
What do you want of me?
That's exactly what I wanted. And let's try to burn down this. Doesn't heal her, huh? That is unfortunate. Yep.
Ballista, your command.
Got it.
No! A chase! Ha ha ha! It worked! Now retreat to the tunnel!
With their forces combined, the rulers managed to hold the old town long enough for Demereta to bear the king's offspring, a healthy, hardy boy. When the midwife slapped the infant, his scream carried above the roar of battle. Soon afterwards, the defenders abandoned the walls and left the city through a secret tunnel. The Nilfgaardians, furious that not one but two northern sovereigns were among the escapees, razed Aldersburg to the ground.
And we abandon it.
Thank you. If not for you, the devils would have devoured us.
I should say it was nothing. But the truth is, I need your aid.
Aid? But you see, my army is no more. I must pull back, regroup.
Pull back? Where to? The golden sun flies over your entire realm.
To Redania, to take shelter at the court there.
And then? Will you sit and watch the fool juggle apples as Nilfgaard parcels all Aedirn out to its settlers?
Meve, one must know when to fold and when to double down. Nilfgaard has stretched the front. Winter will soon be here. Let the costs claw away at them. A year, two, then we strike. And we shall prove the Empire is a colossus with feet of clay.
You're a coward, Demavend. A common coward.
Perhaps so. But mind, courage alone wins no wars. Soldiers do. And Nilfgaard simply has many more.
I can't live like that.
So what shall you do instead?
Fight on. Until I win. Or the black-clad curs tear me apart.
Gods, such pity I have for your husband. The poor man must have had a rough go of it.
He seemed content with his life while it lasted. Yet I'm serious, Demavend, in my request. You truly won't aid me. Provide nothing at all.
I will tell my men whoever so wishes can join your party and fight on. But please, curb your excitement. They are tired. Few will choose the path of greater resistance.
10 whole men.
But. Are you familiar with the saying, when at wit's end, a dwarf's your friend?
Yes, it and many others. Yet as much as I appreciate folk wisdom, I prefer facts to philosophy at the moment. Preferably facts relevant to my situation.
How about this? Mahakam is but a week's ride from here. And there you'll find thousands of dwarves armed to the teeth. Enough to turn the tides of this war, I venture.
Yes, they could. If not for another fact. That the dwarves have always been famously indifferent to strife between humans. They'll never come to my aid. Bah! I doubt they'll even let me into their land.
Unless you show them this. The leaden ring. A token of amity given to me by the Elder-in-Chief. That's not to say they'll welcome you with open arms. But they will hear you out. And that is something.
Dwarven infantry I'd make good use of. I shall do as you say. Or at least try.
Good. And to ease your journey somewhat, I'll give you as your guide the best man, or rather woman, for the task. Rayla!
Yes, Your Grace?
You've been to Mahakam with me many times. You know their paths. Take Queen Meve and her party there.
If it be your wish, my king, I shall obey.
I'll send messengers ahead that the dwarfs may expect your arrival. Until then, good luck, Meve. And may we one day waltz upon the grave of our foe, Emperor Emir.
May it be so. Just as long as I get to lead.
Ah, of course. Farewell, Queen.
Meve left Aldersburg in ill spirits. Rather than provide the help she had hoped for, Demavend had merely sent her on to Mahakam. Her way west was lit first by the glow of a burning city, then by the smoldering remains of charred villages by the roadside. It was clear the war against Nilfgaard had taken a bitter turn. Each stranger was now treated as an enemy, and the customarily hospitable Aedirnians slammed their doors at anyone's approach. The party's morale was somber as well, and did not even improve with the first sight of mountains looming in the distance. Wandering among the ashes, Meve entered the dwarves' domain. Along perilously steep paths, Black Rayla led the Queen and company towards Mahakam, the dwarven homeland. There, among snow-capped peaks, someone awaited.
Rayla, you brought strangers.
Gabor, I present to you Meve, Queen of Lyria and Rivia.
Ah, a queen. Crivens. Well then.
A large shadow swept across the sky. The dwarf swallowed the rest of his greeting as all raised their gazes to see a dragon soar swiftly toward Mount Carbon.
Keltalus, dinna be afeard, he isn't a threat to us.
The dwarf had broken the silence gently, he himself quite familiar with this altogether unusual sight.
And now, sit yourselves down afore the pottage grows cold.
But... Floop... Drake?
Very astute.
Stone shriveling marvel, innit? Makes you almost sad the lizards are dying out.
Should you not worry more about the fate of your brethren? That creature will soon have all Mahakam aflame.
Ha! Keltalus? No! He's lived here centuries. Harmless for the most part. Now, your grace, a taste?
No, none. Though your offer of repast I value, good sir.
Oh, no need of that. Gabor, please. Enchanted to make your acquaintance.
Gabor here's a true local notable, from one of Mahakam's leading clans, the Zigrins. But then he wouldn't be our guide if he wasn't. A guide for all important guests.
A pleasure. And as I said, I thank you for your hospitality, but I've no time to feast now. I must speak to your ruler at once.
Don't mean no offence, but Elder-in-Chief Bruverhoog's a recluse of sorts, as humans go. Didn't even meet the ones that wear crowns. But I suppose I could, meaning if you drafted a letter...
Her Majesty's got Demoven's signet, given willingly.
Ah. Well, that's a sheep of a different sort. We didn't let many human folk into Mahakam, and for good reason. So those who we let come through the second gate get blindfolded. Just after they've surrendered their arms at the first. But you've the leaden ring, given one of your kind to confirm trust and amity. So, we're certain we can treat you as one of our own. Elder-in-Chief's in the pass visiting, looking to his flock. Come on. No reason you two shouldn't jabber right quick.
Though the Lyrian infantry rose half an ell taller than the dwarf, he moved with remarkable ease through the waist-high snow, while those behind him slipped and stumbled on the ice-slick rocks. Meve and Rayla trailed the party, so they might speak in private.
Nope. Though the Lyrian infantry... Oh no, they said that.
The ring. However did Demavend come to possess it?
Elder-in-Chief himself gave it to him, years ago. A decade, perhaps more.
Why?
Oh, you must have heard the tale, Your Grace. You see, formerly, Foltest of Temeria's sovereign of Mahakam, he believed it was his right to tax any Leand lands, so he sent collectors. Well, the dwarves felt stripped, so they stripped the collectors down to their natural state. Put them in beer barrels, they then rolled down the mountainside.
Ah, my. That incited Foltest's ire, I'm sure.
Indeed, Ember hot ire. A punitive expedition was assembled immediately. We're about to set off when Demavend managed to dissuade Foltest. Elder-in-Chief gave him the ring in thanks.
I see it all now. Prevented Mahakam's slaughter, Demavend did.
Your Majesty, Demavend prevented a slaughter, true. But Foltest's in the Temerians, not the dwarves. Mahakam and fortifications. Well, you'll soon see. No human will take them, ever.
The Elder's gratitude, then? Not certain I know where it came from.
Had the dwarves crushed the Temerians? No, when they had done so, what would have happened? Why, retaliation against all non-humans in Temeria. Bruven knew this, so in fact, Demoven saved them.
Makes sense.
Exceptionally provident, the Aedirn chief.
And shrewd as a swarm of snakes. So when you speak, beware his hiss, and weigh your every word.
Non-humans you despised immensely, I believed.
They don't bother me a bit. Long as they stay in their lands, seek fortune nowhere else. I detest only those who infest our cities, humbly insist on belonging to our guilds, holding office in our institutions, armies.
Yet some find a place for themselves, blend in marvellously.
It's never lasting. They're different, odd. Strain's inevitable, and then they'll always stab a human in the back.
Rayla, your aid proved an unexpected bounty.
I received orders. I fulfilled them to their end.
My, I see. And what will you do now?
Our paths diverge, not more. I return home now, where new orders surely await.
Demoven has fled to the Redanian court, where he shall cower and not show his mug until spring has sprung. You know this. Would you not prefer to remain in my ranks? Fight the Black Ones bound at the hip?
No, Your Grace.
I think that's catty. Bid her farewell.
Godspeed you on your way then, Rayla.
And you on yours, Your Grace.
Lips pursed, eyes locked, Queen and warrior took each other's measure one last time. Then Rayla gave what might be termed an excessively courtly bow, turned on her heel and rode off down a slope. Meve gazed after her until she disappeared behind a snowbank, then gave her mount a solid dose of her heels and rode on, irked as a hare in a briar patch.
That's okay, I was actually going to take that out of my deck as soon as we got the ability to.
Your Grace, I have a message for your eyes only.
I still have low morale! Get the fuck out of Dodge! Situation in Mahakam stable, unchanged for centuries. No evidence of internal opposition, open or covert. Power in Mahakam held by Aedirn Chief Brover Hoog, ruling on behalf of clans, warning Hoog extremely difficult negotiation partner, tiresome to get him to sit down to talks, deathly wearying, that's the word, to convince him to make any, even minor compromises. Only values good of Mahakam and its inhabitants. Appeals to anything else lead nowhere. During present war, Mahakam maintains strict neutrality, trades with both Nilfgaard and Northern Realms. What happened? Well, we're in Mahakam. We're trying to get an audience with the Aedirn Chief. Actually, we're on our way to get an audience with the Aedirn Chief. Hopefully get some troops. Your Majesty, as promised, I am reporting to you on the situation in Lyria and Rivia. Your son is king in name only. True power is held by Count Caldwell and General Abde. From what I hear, both lust for soul control thus conflict between them is inevitable. Soon Nilfgaard will start expelling peasants from the best lands of Lyria and Rivia and importing their own settlers to replace them. Willem tries to delay the process, but General Abde will not relent. Our prayers for your success, my lady, Captain Tobias. I can't believe I still have lower morale. Game is screwing me. Alright. Alright, so, foragers, you're out. Have any blitz units? I don't think so. I don't even know what a blitz unit is. Alright. Where's that dwarf I just got? There he is. Spawn and play Garber. Oh, Garber left hook or Garber bottomless pockets. Alright. Garber left hook. Deploy. Damage unit by 10. If it was destroyed, deal any remaining damage to another unit. Play 1 trinkets from you. Man, that's dope. Yeah, you're in. And I don't think I really need to adjust anything. Still got the kill team. Kill team 6 over here. Alright, I'll do camp stuff, and then we'll call it a night. Ah, we've unlocked the final tier. How many arrows is that into the game, approximately? Near 20? Yeah, I'm about 20. I think. Maybe 25? 20 to 25 hours in. That's pretty freaking. Ooh, Slinger plus. Move 3 units and deal 4 damage to them. It's 8,000 gold. Is that all? What? Each unit gains 1 armor at the start of battle. Oh, that's so much wood. That's so much wood. Why can't I get the... oh, I can't. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this now. Once I have enough wood, I can start going that route. That is awesome. And I think... oh, I just spent all my... oh, that's it for that. That should add wall, right? Or not? Unless that's what this is. Oh, I didn't actually build the wall yet, right? What did I build? The command tent. Oh, I just upgraded, so now it's bigger and better than ever. Alright. Oh, everybody wants to talk. Okay, we're going to talk to all these people, and then that's going to be it for the night. Actually, I think we'll get to this next time. So, next time I stream, we'll talk to everybody at the camp. And hopefully get rid of this low morale, which has been just downright insulting. Yep. Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know when I'll get to this again. And also, if you're not on Twitch, at Dire Roll, we'll be putting the updates for the next Dire Roll campaign as soon as we have them, which will be soon. We hope to start session 1 February. So if you're interested in that, all the information will be at Dire Roll. And if you go to my YouTube channel, there's a link down below. Or if you're already watching this on YouTube, then we'll be posting an announcement video on there as well. Well, thanks once again, everybody, for joining me. This has been Thronebreaker, and I hope to get to play this sometime in the near future. And good night.